been of a good standard so far. We can have no complaints about that. And a final score in Group C that really was a major upset. It's Algeria in the white shirts conceding a goal. Algeria, remember, come here to Senegal as the defending champions. And that was sweet revenge for Traoré. He was sent off when these two nations met in Algiers in 1990. A second before the break from Fofana time. And the big atmosphere, a man there for the big occasion, Fofana, his delight as he runs to the bench. Ivory Coast had the match in their pockets by now. Just a minute to go in the second half as the Algerian defence folds once again. And 𝐩𝐻𝐻 skips through. As we get towards the end of week one. Yesterday's game between the Ivory Coast and Congo failed to provide a goal. It wasn't for the want of trying, however. Ivory Coast in the orange shirts, Yaoundé with one off the line, and then at the other end, a cross off the crossbar, and Ivory Coast with the last word, also striking woodwork in the last 20 minutes. However, it finished Ivory Coast.
He's also in his second spell, having been Algeria, and it's Ivory Coast straight away looking for a goal in the first minute, and the ball
disappointed with their ability to pass man for man, but very impressed with this type of thing, dribbling.
Absolutely excellent chance, and it was a lovely build-up. The chance has not gone away yet, and the shot is struck wide. And and a cracking shot, and a good stop as well by Tchabala, who might have seen that just a touch late, but it was a fine effort from 𝐒𝐻𝐿. He gets good crosses in, does Ben Salah. He might even score from this, and it's headed off the line by Malenga. Very good effort bursting if that one had gone in. Very good effort yet again from this man 𝐒𝐿, who's had the two best shots. Zambia 0, and a very attractive match, and here's another shot coming in from the Ivory Coast, and that one really thumped in by Dominique Sam. Great tackle. His throw, Tchabala coming for it. Oh, and he doesn't get there, and he could have perished at that moment. Oh, and a stop on the line. It simply is not going to go in today, and a free kick given. They're trying to make sure it doesn't go that far now as the shot is teed up. It's there, it's in at long last. It took the deflection, but the celebrations are led by Traoré.
Decent little ball that to Agbo on the right. He goes forward menacingly, but the two defenders were enough, or were they? As 𝐒𝐻𝐿 comes in, Agbo not certain. He hasn't given a penalty for this. He's handled the ball, that's gone. And the free kick has obviously got to handle it in that situation, but Cameroon have a penalty here and a marvellous chance to take the lead, which they have scorned with a save by Alain Guameni, but really direction, that's the main thing, but it was a strange technique. Yeah, it already shown in the first period he can get a prodigious distance on these throws. That's another useful one, and off the back post to 𝐩𝐻𝐻𝐻, and that could well have been the opening goal of the game, maybe ought to have been. It was at its shoulder height for him, but I think if Ivory Coast score first, we could see an exciting second half. I'm not so sure it would be if Cameroon were the first to score. But Ivory Coast have started positively here. Magui in possession. Nice little layoff to Ben Salah. Ben Salah's shot was not a bad one, and on this kind of uneven surface, any shot from that range bangs. 𝐷RB will take the first kick for Ivory by Joseph Antoine Bell. The first penalty then to decide who goes through to the final. And it's in. 𝐷RB has scored. Interesting goal. It wasn't a good penalty, and the goalkeeper relieved. This for a 2-0 lead. The keeper moved, it didn't matter. He found the top corner of the net, a perfect, sweetly struck penalty. And well, he wants to compose himself. And he was pretty good. Take the third one. I think he didn't. Oh dear, that was an absolutely awful penalty. Well, I'd have to disagree with Phil Meissen on that. Maybe every penalty save is a good one, but I think
his whole approach, look, he's taken 2 steps, but it's almost like a little dance, and he's put it straight to slamming. That was awful.
𝐒𝐮𝐢𝐳 has the chance to bring Cameroon level here, and he's missed it. He's hit it wide. Dear. Look at it again. The keeper got a fingertip.
I say all they have to do is score the next 2 penalty kicks to win, regardless of it.
And that is... So now Cameroon must score from the... I think it is. Well, what a twist here. One goalkeeper against Bell has to score against his counterpart to keep his team in it. Players, and I must say, in my heart of heart, justice has been done. Ivory Coast have made the final.
It was almost as if they wanted to go out of the tournament. Ivory Coast just can't believe it. But fair play to them, they've won it.
Ivory Coast tonight. It's 3-1 to the Ivorican Makanaki, then from 𝐒𝐮𝐲𝐶, and finally Ivory Coast are through to Sunday's final. And so the rank outsiders then have seen off the pre-tournament favourites Cameroon to time, and now in the most dramatic of fashion.
Pour donner un bon ballon devant le but de 𝐩𝐚𝐫𝐬.
𝐒𝐮𝐢𝐳, le grand stopper, est monté. Coup de tête mais dos au but de 𝐯𝐢𝐜. Et ça n'était pas cadré. Et là il l'a perdu.
Un bon geste défensif de haut bout. Il en était un petit peu émoussé. Ah, voilà un bon ballon.
Voilà un bon ballon pour Traoré.
Moussa.
Ah, et but. Non, la barre. Ouh. Il était sorti en deçà au stade de l'Amitié à Dakar. Et bien sûr, mille excuses à Anne Sinclair et à son invité de 7 sur 7. Alors que 𝐯𝐚𝐫𝐬 a une belle occasion là. Et superbe arrêt de Hansa. Mille excuses donc, disais-je, à Anne Sinclair et à son invité de cette finale. Joué.
Ok.
D'aucuns diront que premier tir au but. Donc Anthony il joue nous sommes champions d'Afrique du monde et les gars de la Coupe d'Afrique des Nations. Ici on a de la vision. Dans le Canada, et qui mieux rapporte et voilà donc il va le mettre le trophée à la question du club d'Auvergne. Le trophée de Manila. Quel événement pour notre pays. Et
𝐒𝐮𝐢𝐳